So it seems that security situations are now back in the U.S. What is being said that a man armed with a rifle rammed his vehicle into one of the country's largest Reform synagogue in Detroit suburb and was fatally shot by the security. The vehicle seems to have caught fire after crashing into the Temple Israel in West Bloomfield Township. And what is being said that the attacker drove through the set of doors into the hallway where something in the vehicle ignited. And according to the authorities, he was traveling with the purpose down the hall. And this seems to be, as the investigators believe, that they are still working to identify the man and possibly a motive for the attack, saying that the person who could not publicly discuss when it comes to these details there, but they have now cautioned that the investigation, however, is still in its early stages. So let's take a look what the FBI Director Kash Patel has been saying over this incident being reported, saying that the FBI personnel are on the scene with partners in Michigan and are responding to this apparent vehicle ramming in an active shooter situation out of Temple Israel Synagogue in West Bloomfield Township in Michigan. And what has now been said that after this attack reportedly has happened, smoke also billowed from the synagogue, which also houses an early childhood center. But no children, no staffers, however, were injured in this attack.
Before we begin, I want to send our love to the Michigan Jewish community and all of the people in Detroit area following the attack on the Jewish synagogue early today. And I've been briefed, fully briefed, and it's a terrible thing, but it goes on. We're going to be right down to the bottom of it. It's absolutely incredible that
Well, Mr. Fabian is connected with us. Good morning. We don't know if this is any sense of any retaliatory attacks that has now taken place on U.S. soil, but an attack on a synagogue, sir. What does it mean?
Good morning. It is most unfortunate, and we should all condemn such attacks, but it is a matter of relief to know that nobody was injured. But, you know, this sort of attack should not have happened at all, and let's hope, you know, that we don't know whether Iran was involved in any way, but there can be individuals who get motivated, you know. And don't forget, we are still in that 40-day mourning period for the Ayatollah al-Khamenei, who was killed by Israel. And as I had explained earlier, for the Shias, the 40-day period is not only for mourning, but also for martyrdom. That is, any male Shia is obligated, according to them, I'm not approving it, he is obligated to do whatever he can without consulting anyone else to avenge the death of the Ayatollah.
But, sir, such kind of, today the war that has completed at least 2 weeks, there still seems to be no signs of any de-escalation, sir, with this first statement that has also now come in from the new supreme leader of Iran.
Well, I don't think we could have expected any sort of, softer line from him. But I was a little upset, and I thought Iranians are good at playing chess. I was a little upset that he should ask for compensation and all that, you know. What he could have said that once aggression stops, our resistance also stops. You know, that should have been better. But then, you see, how shall I put it? These are leaders who are not in touch with the people. These are not leaders to whom people can discuss things, with whom people can discuss things. You know what I mean?
Yes, because their main resolve right now is to avenge the killings of Iranians there. And it seems that this is what he's going to be going ahead, persisting with the Iranian attacks on the Gulf countries as well, which host U.S. military bases. Thank you very much, Mr. Fabian, for your point of view. But as far as the shooting incident on synagogue in U.S. is concerned, President Trump has also issued a statement. But let's talk about what's happening in Israel. The president of Israel, Isaac Herzog, has now said that he spoke with the Jewish leaders in Detroit in the U.S. following this attack, at this attempted attack that has happened on a Temple Israel synagogue. Synagogue to receive an update on the situation. And here's what the Israeli president has now said, because it is still unclear what could be the possible motive. So the Israeli president says that I just spoke with the Jewish leaders in Detroit following the attempted attack on the Temple Israel Synagogue to receive an update on the situation and to express a solidarity with the local Jewish community. I'm relieved to hear that there were no casualties as a result of this attack. However, this is a grave and serious incident that follows a series of attacks on Jewish institutions around the world, and we send a message of strength and support from Israel to the Jewish community in Michigan. So as far as condemning this attack, this attempted attack, as I said, it is still not clear that what we are looking at when it comes to the president, that has now come in from President Trump as well. But the situation is fluid, and investigation that is now taking place as far as what could be the possible motive behind when it comes to this car ramming at a Temple Israel Synagogue in Detroit. Moving on now, as part of our Samarth by Hyundai